checking in. Today I have a flight review on the Freewing T-33 80mm. This is the latest model with the 1920 kV 9-blade Inrunner and 100 amp ESC. Really nice bird, plenty of speed, vertical, and a wide flight envelope. This plane has nice retracts as well, so you have good suspension if you come in on a little hard landing, or if you're running off grass, it has wheels and tires to support grass ops. This bird doesn't have any lights on it, so one of the things, if you do like a little bit more scale, you don't have any lights on this particular bird. However, there's several kits out there that you can add to them, because this does have the blue box, so it's got the ports, you just need to mount up the lights. I'll show you my battery and receiver placement. We're using a 6S 5000 CNHL black 65C Spectrum AR620 with the built-in antenna. That's our normal 6-channel receiver without a gyro. You will notice on the battery tray here, you normally got a second strap that you can use. However, this one only comes with the one strap, but that's where I line my battery up, is in the middle of the second strap cutout. I'm using the factory CG with the battery there, and using the factory recommended CG. That allows the plane to be perfectly neutral. So when you're doing your CG test, use the factory 95mm, and then when you test it, that battery located there, you're going to be perfectly neutral on the balance. If you use a different battery, you're going to have to position the battery where you need it, but use the factory recommendation and then set the plane neutral. Last thing I want to talk about is the retracts on this one. It's on a sequencer. So what that means is when you flip the switch, there's actually a pause between the retracts activating up and down. So don't be alarmed if you see when you flip the switch that they don't instantly go up.
Gear up.
So I'll flip the switch. It's on about a 3-second delay.
Gear down.
So we flip the switch again. And when the retracts are up, very clean looking underneath, because you see that the retracts go in, the doors close on the nose gear and the main gears.
Gear up.
So you can see they're nice and smooth underneath.
Gear down.
And then you have split flaps as well.
Landing flaps. Flaps up.
So now let's take it up, put it through its paces, and see how she flies, and then we'll do a post-flight review. Taking off. Throttle off.
go past. Gear check. Landing.
Now that we've finished our flights, let's do a post-flight report. We're going to check the voltage on the battery and see where we came up, and also in relation to the timer on the radio. We've got 381 a cell across the board, so it's 37% total. On our radio, we went with a 4-minute timer, and that was mixed flying, so we've got 36 seconds left, so we came down about 3 minutes 30 seconds. They say with some mixed flying, if you dial it back a little bit more, then you can probably run 4 minutes and 20 seconds or so. However, if you put the throttle to it most of the flight, you want to dial it down about 3 minutes and 30 seconds or 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Now let's go over the rates and percentages we use in the radio. The percentages will be for a spectrum transmitter, and I'll also show you on the surface deflection meter, so if you have a different type radio. All the servos are set up on the factory holes referred to in the owner's manual. Aileron low rate 65% equals 12 millimeters. Medium rate is 75% equals 14 millimeter. High rate is 93% equals 18 millimeters. Next is elevator rates. Low rate is 72% equals 13 millimeters. Mid rate is 80% equals 14 millimeters. High rate is 94% equals 17 millimeters. Next is rudder. Low rate is 60% equals 11 millimeters. Mid rate is 75% equals 14 millimeters. High rate is 90% equals 16 millimeters. Now is the flap system settings. Half flaps is minus 22% equals 22 millimeters. 0 elevator mix,
Takeoff flaps. Flaps up. Takeoff flaps. Flaps up.
full flaps is positive 43% equals 42 millimeters, and a negative 7 elevator mix.
Takeoff flaps. Landing flaps. Flaps up. Landing flaps. Flaps up.
All these settings are on a 4-second deployment and retract time. So I appreciate y'all watching today. Like the video if you appreciate the information I provide on how to set up your plane or the flying we did today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe while you're here. I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you on the next one.